All right, so to do C times A, I could do it the same way as I did A times C. I would just take C, write it down here, A, write it down here, and I know that my result will be a 2 by 2. And it's done exactly the same way I did the other problem. And I'm not doing it again. So I'm going to go to Mathematica, where I just wrote down the problems here so I can see them again. Remember that I had C matrix because it didn't like that I was using the word C because it has it used for something else. So I put in C matrix. The way to multiply matrices on Mathematica is to use the word dot, D-O-T, and AC. Notice that if I just type dot AC matrix, it automatically gives me the solution in matrix form that I worked so hard to get with arithmetic before. So now let's look at some of the other problems. C times A. You saw how difficult it was for me to do that. C matrix. There it is. Dot A. Shift enter. And I just want it to display as a matrix. There it is. 1, 6, 5, negative 2. If you go back and look at it, 1, 6, 5, negative 2. There's the answer. What about 5 times A? Well, 5 times A, let's see what I can do here. 5 times A. Shift enter. Well, it gave me this. Let's display as a matrix. And you see 20, 0, minus 5, 5. Let's go back and see. There it is, 20, 0, minus 5, 5. So it does all of this for me. Let's take the next round of questions. A transpose. What is A transpose? I just list the questions here so I don't forget what I'm doing. All right, so if I have A, do you see that it says transpose? A, shift enter. And I want that as a matrix. So it used to be that the first column was 4 minus 2, and now the first row is 4 minus 1 minus 2. So the second column was 0, 1, minus 5. Now the second row is 0, 1, minus 5. So this is A transpose. I'm just going to go back up here and call this A transpose so that I can do the next question, which is they want me to do something with A transpose. So that's A transpose. I want to dot A transpose with B, and I get that, display as a matrix, and 0, minus 25, 17, and 1. 0, minus 25, 17, and 1. So do not be scared of Mathematica. It makes life a lot easier. So if you're in my section, I want you to do these problems in Mathematica, not by hand, because you will never do this by hand. You should never do this by hand. You should know what you're doing by hand. So that's why I did one problem by hand, just to show you what to do. But you don't want to do them by hand on any time test. You don't want them to do them by hand anywhere, because the more you do in Mathematica, the better you get at it, and that's how you learn how to use it. All right, so I'm going to stop here.